Hey everyone, it's your professional sarcastic man and seeker of attention, Oz Chris, here with a review of What If, Marvel's What If. For the whole month of October, they're releasing several What If one-shots, so it essentially is what it says, it's a what if. So for instance, I picked up the first two that came out, What If Flash Thompson became Spider-Man, and What If the X-Men. So we'll start off with the Spider-Man one. So, as the cover states, what if Flash Thompson became Spider-Man? Not Peter Parker. Instead, the high school bully became the superhero. So, this is written by Jerry Conway. The art is by... let's see. It's further on. The art is by Diego it's a name I'm going to butcher, so I'll say Diego. The art is by Diego. I know Conway is a controversial pro, given what he says on Twitter. So if you didn't pick this up or don't want to pick this up because of Conway on it, I totally understand. It's your money, your decision. However, ignoring his rantings, he brings a pretty good story with what if Flash Thompson became Spider-Man. So as usual, I'll start with the art is good for the most part. I definitely like the art in this. The story is the main. The story was the biggest part of this. So it doesn't go with a full-on origin story. We start off with Flash as Spider-Man already. The cover, he doesn't actually wear this suit. He doesn't wear the original Spider-Man suit. He instead has his own, it looks almost similar to, I'll try and find a good, there. It looks almost similar to, I know there was one, I think it was Todd McFarlane one, I don't know, I can't remember. There was a Spider-Man suit that was kind of similar to this, but I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this suit design. It's simple. So several changes to this kind of history of Flash Thompson became Spider-Man. J. Jonah Jameson is the biggest supporter of Spider-Man. And throughout this, Nick Fury, the Unseen, is kind of narrating, talking about the changes of this timeline, this what if. So as he states with J. Jonah Jameson, in one world, Peter Parker becomes a hero and John Jameson lives, turning John's father against the hero who saved him. In this world, a different young man fails to save John Jameson, and a broken father sees solace in hero worship. Fates altered, lives lost, lives saved. And also in this one, both of Peter's Uncle Ben is alive, but Aunt May is dying from blood cancer, and she needs a rare radioactive isotope, ISO 36, in order to cure her. But it was recently stolen. So with Flash as Spider-Man, he's a bit more. He's more definitely reckless. He doesn't particularly care what happens. He has the hero mindset. So Peter in this one is still a photographer. He still takes pictures of Spider-Man, even though it's not him this time. But his whole purpose to taking photos of Spider-Man is to prove how dangerous he is. He's a dangerous superhero. So he's kind of taken on the J. Jonah Jameson role, but not to the huge extent that Jameson does in the normal Earth 616. But like I said, the story in this is absolutely great. I definitely love seeing it. You have Flash starting off. He's always had the hero mindset. He believes that he is a hero. That is all that matters to him. He doesn't care how he gets the job done, as long as it makes him look like a hero. But then something happens, and you have the hero. You have the almost kind of redemption arc. Him realizing that there's more than just being, oh, I'm just a superhero, and that's all that matters. there's more to that, as Nick Fury says, the difference between who we are and who we think we are. Some of us accept the truth, some turn away, and some seek redemption by trying to become the dream of ourselves, the truth awakened to us. So after something bad happens, I won't spoil it. After something bad happens, Flash realizes that he's not being a real hero, a real superhero. I do like there's a couple of nods to Spider-Man, particularly with you have the Steve Ditko reference here, Ditko Street, and you have in this version he has his own version of the kind of the infamous the famous Spider-Man scene of him pushing up the pillars off his back and all that. So, What If Spider-Man? I definitely enjoyed this. This is definitely great. It's of the two What Ifs I've read. What if Flash Thompson became Spider-Man is definitely the best. And going to the next one, which is What If X-Men by Brian Edward Hill. So this is kind of taking on a cyberspace version of X-Men. So as the story says, in the early 21st century, an interconnected neural network was developed that allowed mental communication between biomodified users in a neutral simulated environment called cyberspace. Yada, yada, yada. But some had the ability to break these protocols. They possessed the special genetics dubbed the X gene. So it's the main story is that someone has created the Nimrod virus, and Xavier has asked Cable and Domino to help protect their world's version of Magneto, Eric, as he is the only one who, in this universe, he's trying to he's trying to bring peace between, as he calls them, basics and X. So in this world, humanity and the mutants, essentially. Art for the most part, I did like the art for the most part, but when they go into Eric's own personal cyberspace, the art downgrades. It just kind of simplifies. It's not terrible, but it is very apparent that the art changes for this part. It could be because in his consciousness, Eric takes the appearance of a child, so it's not going to be, I don't know how you say it, but art was good for the most part. Story was definitely interesting, but I will say of the two What Ifs, even though I like Brian Edward Hill, his Detective Comics run is amazing. I can't wait for Batman and the Outsiders. But of these two, Spider-Man definitely takes the cake. So far of these What Ifs, I know I did a video earlier in the year talking about the What Ifs, and I said I'd probably only pick up the X-Men one because of Brian Edward Hill and maybe Thor. I'm probably going to try and pick up all of them now to see what they're like. But of these of the What Ifs, definitely the Spider-Man one. The Flash Thompson became Spider-Man was the best. I would definitely recommend this. It was a good comic. Yes, there's random birds in the background if you can hear them. Agree with me as well. But that's it for this video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.